Now, I'm sure you've seen textbook mid laners, creative mid laners, and of course you've seen clutch mid laners. But have you seen a weird one? In this video, we go through all the twists and turns of Doinb's career and go over why he's just as unpredictable off the Rift as he is on the Rift. And trust me when I say, you can't make some of this stuff up. Doinb burst onto the scene in 2015 with the QG Reapers and quickly made a name for himself as a rising star in the LPL. His unorthodox style not only brought eyes, but it also worked on the Rift. He quickly helped QG Reapers qualify for the LPL, and then in the summer season, his team went 15-1 and even reached the LPL Summer Finals.
What? The depth charge comes through. There's Doinb landing the kill. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes through on the exhausted Doinb, but Kitty's trying to get in amongst it. It's a tie. Gets exploded. Double kill for the Orianna. That's a Nexus, but triple kill now. But no, not going to be enough. V with a final auto attack locks down the Nexus.
In his first year, Doinb was already the talk of the town. But even this early on, chaos followed Doinb. We're talking about an internal feud that almost ended his entire career before it even got started. See, Doinb seemed lovable and charming, but he was also very intense and passionate. And this passion tended to lead to internal conflict, especially with his jungler Swift. It got so bad that Doinb even got demoted to newbie young, as most of his teammates apparently sided with Swift in this feud. See, not only was he benched as a player, but his quality as a teammate was in question. But Doinb didn't vanish. He actually returned to the LPL with a brand new attitude and a brand new style that was ready to break the game. And I'm just about to tell you what that new style was, but if you enjoy these types of videos on players and teams, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. Now, 2017 was the birth of dark technology. If you weren't around during that time, you may have missed out on one of the most unpredictable eras of weird picks from a single player in League esports history. Doinb was picking tank mids, bruiser mids, utility champions that no one else was playing, but the important thing was it wasn't novelty without purpose. Doinb's picks were about maximizing map movement, tempo, and just making the right play on the map. He realized quickly that he didn't need to dominate lane like other mid laners, he just needed to win the game. And he was so good at this style that he was named the Spring 2017 MVP. He was averaging a 5.5 KDA and 70% kill participation. So commentators didn't know what to make of him, but fans, they loved him. But for all of these stats and skills, what does it matter if you can't win? Despite his brilliance, team success didn't follow for Doinb like it used to. In fact, on JDG, his team failed to make the playoffs altogether. Now keep in mind, he went 15-1 in his first season, so this was quite a step down for him. See, Doinb quickly went from a rising star with the potential to win to just an interesting story and a guy with weird picks. Frustrated with his lack of success, he actually moved on to Rogue Warriors and formed somewhat of a super team. They finished first in the LPL Summer Conference, and Doinb had one of his best splits ever. He was top 5 in gold per minute and top 3 in damage share among all mid laners. And he finally went international at Rift Rivals 2018, where his unorthodox Kled pick helped secure the win.
This is SMLZ, has to go goals, gets himself into the pit. Peanut's going to lock that one down as now the fight is coming in. Doinb jumps into the backline, it's 1 versus 3, but good God, the AoE damage Requiem is number 5, Rift Rivals 2018.
Well-deserved win as the crowd...
But just like that, a second later, heartbreak returned. Rogue Warriors lost to EDG in the regional finals, and yet again, Doinb missed a chance at playing at Worlds. He was tired. He was tired of going nowhere year after year. But his next move, that would change everything. See, Doinb was just about ready to quit, but his wife Umi saw some potential in it, and she convinced him to play one more year. Just give it one more chance. So he joined FunPlus Phoenix. Definitely not a super team. It was more of a band of misfits. And the results? They were better than even he could have ever dreamed of. FPX topped both splits, with Doinb actually winning Spring MVP. Their style was fast, chaotic, and built around him. He played 17 champions that split. He averaged 9.2 assists per game and had the highest teamfight percentage of all LPL mid laners. He was everything to FPX. They went into Worlds as the #1 contender from the LPL. For the first time in Doinb's career, out of nowhere, he became the hope of the LPL. Now at Worlds, they stumbled early, but they quickly bounced back. Now in the limelight, he started to draw his fair share of doubters.
Is Doinb better than Faker? No. I think Doinb is probably, in my opinion, he's one of the worst mids at the tournaments.
But despite that, Doinb continued to redefine what a mid laner could be. And in the finals against G2, they decimated the Golden Road.
But the teleport comes up from Gimgoon. He doesn't have the charge available. All of a sudden, Mickey's down. Oh, 2, 3. LWX can find the triple. Tian gets another.
Once again, show the true genius of the FX plan.
Sentence to death. Wonder. Chris, this could be it. Now Wonder's in trouble as Caps goes golden under the hourglass. He needs to do so much more. Will throw down the event horizon, but it doesn't. They turn their attention to Wonder. Tian goes down. Perks kills Gimgoon. The Nexus is being focused. It's going down. And FunPlus Phoenix are your world champions.
See, Doinb's career had already been a roller coaster up until this point. But if you thought this was Doinb at his best, you'd be wrong. Even after winning Worlds, Doinb took his skill to an even higher level. He leaned less on chaos and more on discipline, leading mid laners in kill participation, and was the undisputed brains of his team. Then in 2021, he got even better.
Shield and gets himself out of the fight as flash forward from Bo. He has absolutely no fear. FPX charging forwards. The Shy is alive, but he's alone. Rookie off towards the side.
He hit 2,000 LPL kills and was arguably the best mid in the league. He had top 3 stats in KDA, kill participation, and damage share. See, he still had the weird picks and game knowledge, but now he was much better mechanically and much better at laning. He was the ideal mid laner that year, Doinb. But like Regress, Doinb rose too high, rose too fast, and come Worlds, it all came crashing down. FPX was eliminated from Worlds in one of the most embarrassing fashions you've ever seen. Determined to have another bounce-back season, he left FPX and joined LNG and Tarzan. But after a promising first year, 2022 left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Doinb finally had regressed. His confidence was shattered, and his motivation to play was slowly diminishing. So, Doinb decided to step away from the game. He became a streamer, and quite a popular one at that, and he was incredibly entertaining. And he also became a father. And so just when you thought it really wouldn't make sense for him to make a comeback, naturally he did. He joined Ninjas in Pajamas, and just as you thought, after a multi-year break, he struggled. Actually, no, he didn't struggle. He became the best mid laner in the league immediately.
Welcome, and he's going to get completely zoned off by Sheer, but the rest of NAP have full control of the river. They're forcing FPX to fall one by one, as now Sheer is...
After all these years, Doinb kept all his skill, and his map knowledge, and his game knowledge, and his laning and mechanics, and it was just somehow getting even better. It wasn't even a comeback, you could say it was more a reminder. Doinb's career is chaos. Benched after his breakout season, MVP without Worlds, playing anything but an actual mid laner, becoming a world champion, getting even better after winning, suddenly losing his confidence and leaving the game forever, but then returning and becoming the best mid laner in the entire league. I don't think anyone can predict what's next for Doinb. But if his career's taught you anything, it's going to be the exact opposite of what you expect. So what do you think? Do you think Doinb's had the weirdest career of any LPL player? And how about the LCS, LCK, and LEC? Who would you pick for those regions? Please Please let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share so we can keep this channel and this community growing.